Back with us again today on Morning Blend is Laura Farhat-Bramson. She is with Keller Williams, president of the Women's Council of Realtors here in Lansing. Laura, tell everybody what it is that makes you stand out as a real estate agent in this crazy seller's market.
It is definitely crazy. But, I think the true standout right now is really taking the time to get to know your buyers and your sellers. Everybody has that list of priorities that they think that they know, but once you talk with them, you really uncover a lot about what is important to them, and it might be different than what they think. So having good conversations and really getting to know who you're working for is just the most important thing right now in this market.
What is it that you want to accomplish when you start to work with a new buyer or seller?
So obviously you want to meet their goals, right? But sometimes have to take a route that you weren't planning on because the inventory is low right now and the market is fast paced. So everything's going up over list price, multiple offers. So you really have to take into consideration where they're at with their finances and how you can be creative to get them to their goals. Because sometimes it's just not the obvious tactic to use. Sometimes it doesn't work that way. It's not so straightforward right now because you've got 25 people wanting the same property. So you have to be creative. So knowing where they start is really helpful because then you can get them to that end goal, whether you got to take detours or whatever to get there.
It is a ferocious market out there. So how is this different from the 2009 market before the crash?
Well, I know everybody's afraid of that right now, justifiably so, because when you live through it, it is not fun, that's for sure. But right now, what's different then, our economy was really slumping then. Our economy is on the rise right now. We're doing well. There isn't any reason to be fearful right now that when everybody gets into this crazy buying market, that they're going to lose their face value of their home because everything's going to crash out. The market will stabilize eventually, and we want that, so that will be good. But everybody's working. They've got the money right now. So that's just it's a better starting point for having to buy at the high end. And remember, the sellers are selling at the high end. So yeah, the buyers are buying at the high end, but it's kind of making up for the sellers selling at the high end too. So, if you're a 5 to 10 year plan for a buyer, it's a great time to buy. If you're a 2-year plan, maybe not. And maybe you want to be a little bit more protective of that, So you just really, again, have to have that conversation so that you know where your buyers and sellers are starting and what they're trying to achieve.
And having an agent like you is going to help guide someone through that process so that you don't get too emotionally involved. I mean, this is a major purchase. You don't want it to be all emotion and like, I gotta get this. A good agent's going to help guide you towards what's the best investment for you and your family.
Absolutely, because the emotion is there whether you want it to be or not right now. So yes, is it financially sound and smart? And if it is, let's get the best net sheet on paper for you. Absolutely.
Thank you, Laura. Appreciate it.